Okay. Are you able to see this NetBeans IDE? Please give me confirmation.
Yes, sir.
NetBeans IDE is able to be visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now we are going to do form validation. We are going to do one program for retrieving the details that are given in a form. Okay. For that one, we need to create a project. So how we are going to create a project? We have to click on file, under file, select new project. Under new project, you need to select Java web. Okay. In that Java web, we have to select Java web application. Then after selecting Java web and web application, click on next. Okay. Now we are going to give the project name. Okay. What is the name of the project we are going to do? Ret- Retrieving form data. Okay. So I am choosing the location where I have to store that one. So this is a servlet program I am going to store in a servlet. Okay. So retrieving form data. Click on next. Then we have to choose the server which server we would like to use. So I am using Apache Tomcat server and click on finish. So when we click on finish, then we will come with one directory structure. Automatically it is going to be created. So in this directory structure, what are there available? Web pages, source pages, libraries, and configuration files. If you see in web pages, we have index.html, and in web.webinf nothing is there. So when we are going to create that servlet program, then we have to give the values for this web enough. Okay. So in the index, what we are going to do, so if you want to create the front end, that is client pages. Okay. Client pages, then we have to use an HTML program. So that HTML files are going to be stored in web pages folder. Okay. Now we are here, what we are going to do is we are going to create one form. Okay. What is the name of that form? Login page. Okay. So we are creating one form and action. We need to give some action. So name of the action, validate. Okay. Now we are going to show what is that one. Method is equal to which method? Post method. Now I'm closing that form. Now what we need? We need two variables. Okay. User sorry, username colon input type. What is that input type? Input type is equal to text. Name field is, be careful, you have to know what is the name. Okay. Username. Okay. That's all. Then password. Okay. Input type equal to, what is the type of that one? Password. Okay. Name is pwd. Okay. Now we need to create a submit button. Okay. Input type is equal to submit. Okay. What is the value on the submit button? We need to give, I'm giving login. Okay. So just let us have a look of this page, how it is going to be. So just click on run file. Right click on run file. First time it will take some time. So next time itself it will take very less time to start that application. Okay. Why? Because it need to deploy. It need to do some deployment. So are you able to see this login page? Just give me the confirmation. Are you able to see this file?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ah,
sir.
okay, thank you. So here we have created username and password. Just I will do a little bit modification. Okay, I think so. Previously it is somewhat better. So if you observe, I am going to give some username, some Venki, and password, some password will whatever. And I'm clicking on login. Now it is not going to give any. Why? Because we are not right at particular servlet program. Okay. Now our front end is completed. Okay. Our front end is completed. Okay. So our front end is completed. Here we need to give username, and here we need to give the password. Okay. Now we need to give the backend. So it is servlet programming. Okay. Now how we are going to do servlet program? So to do that servlet program, we need to add servlet program. In which folder we are supposed to add that program? In source pages we need to do. So in source pages folder, give right click, new servlet. Okay. So what is the name of the servlet? See, here it is also needed. We need. Okay. We are going to give validate. Okay. Click on next. So be careful. We need to select this one. What is the use of this one? Add information to deployment descriptor. So we need to select this one. So if you observe, class name is already validate, server name is validate, URL pattern. So here, whatever may be the action name we are given, here we have to give as URL pattern. For example, if we are given here is anything ONU1, then here we have to give ONG. Okay. So in our case, what we have given validate. So we are going to give validate only. Click finish. One servlet program will going to be add. If you observe this, web.xml file is created now. Now we need to do the process. Okay. What is the method we have used? Remove all unnecessary code. Okay. So if you observe in our index.html, which method we have used? Post method we have used. Okay. So then we are supposed to use that. One second. Do get method. Yeah. Here we are use we already have do post method. So remaining one we are support. So for one second. I'm removing all this code. Okay. So we need to do which method, service method we are going to use. So void do post. Okay, why do post method? So what is the two parameters for the to do post method? HTTP servlet request, request request, comma http servlet response space res response. We are going to create two objects. Okay, it throws servlet exception and IO. So we are going to remove this code. Okay, that is not required. So we are doing, so we are creating one method name. What is the name of that method? Do post method. That do post method, this is a service method. This service method will have two interface of two arguments. What are the two arguments? It is having HTTP servlet request and HTTP servlet response. So by using these two request and response object only, we are going to process the request and response. Okay, now here we are going to create one text slash html. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to have two string variables. String variable called as, let us say, uname. Okay, so in this uname, what we are going to use, we are going to uh, retrieve the username. We are going to store that username. So request, we are requesting dot get parameter. See, here we need to give the name of that parameter. So what is the username parameter value name? Username. Okay, so we have to use that one. Get parameter value. Okay, so next, again we need to create for storing password. Okay, request dot get parameter name as pwd. So what is that parameter name? Pwd. Okay, so now we have to print that one. Okay, so here we are going to do that one. What we are going to do, welcome user. What is the username? Where we are going to store that username? We are storing the username in uname. Okay, So I'm going to view that double quotes. Okay. Now we are going to run this code. Okay. What it is going to give. So I'm going to give username. What is the username I'm giving? That is going to be display here. Okay. Password I'm giving admin. Next we will print that one also. See welcome. See welcome user Venkatesh. So here we are using welcome user Venkatesh, and at the same time entered password is okay. So where we are going to store that password? We are going to store that password in pwd. Okay. See now I'm giving another name Ramesh. Okay. Username is Ramesh. Password is test. I'm giving it test. Okay. See whether it is new. See welcome user Ramesh. Password is test. Okay. So whatever may be the values here given, for example Raju, and password is Ramesh. Click on select. See Ramesh. See if you observe here, we are able to retrieve the username and password, and we are able to store them in two string variables, username and password. Then next, actually in login page, what we need to do, we need to cross check that username and password in the database field. Okay. Then again we need to do one JDBC program in this servlet program. uh, Additionally we need to write one JDBC program. With that JDBC program we are going to cross check, we are going to validate that one how. So that one is going to be see in the coming. Okay.